Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. So, as usual, this is not financial advice. This is just us live streaming and showing how we trade. This is for educational purposes only. And I'm currently in ASST and STSS. Actually, I just closed out my position on AS. Is that what it was called? ASTT, I think. But I'm in STSS right now, and I'm here with Steven. What's up?
What's up?
There we go. Now it dropped some. The thing is volatile right now. It is a 1 million float, so I guess I shouldn't be that surprised with it. But I'm in, and can y'all hear me? Good morning. Good morning. So I'll pull up ASST in a second when I get my little setup. I just realized my mic and none of that's plugged in. Let's see, but ASST, Fran, I don't know if you're on the live. Nice call out. And I saw y'all talking about it in the comments. I caught this nice little flush from $6. I was only in 300 shares, so I basically made $1 per share. It just gave it all back. So made about 300 bucks on it. But the only thing I'm in right now is STSS. And I honestly got in a little early. My average is not that great, 1290, especially with all this. I'm only in a couple hundred shares. If it breaks above 1423, I'll reevaluate it because this does have a tiny float, like almost exactly at 1 million is what I saw. So if it starts going against me, I'm going to just bail. But I think there's a chance it just keeps fading.
Let's see. It's like hella volatile right now.
Yeah. I knew I got in a little too early. I was wanting to catch that flush at 7 o'clock, and we actually got it with ASST instead.
Oh, AUUD finally flushed. Okay, cool.
Sorry, and I'll pull up other tickers here in a second. I'm trying to get situated this morning.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're gonna trim 200 shares. We broke the low. It looks like it's gonna keep going and
What are you
just
talking about?
flush back to the jump. AUUD. I've
wasn't
been
even
in it
looking at
since
this one.
yeah, somebody called it in this other fucking thing that I'm in, and I looked at it and I got pretty cut up early, but I got in on this pop up into the threes and I added pretty heavy, and so I've just been holding for the last fucking 20 minutes or so. It's probably about to flush all the way down though. It didn't have any news. It's just it had restructuring news, so nothing crazy. I think STSS it looks like it's gonna flush from here though. I think I might get in it. That little VWAP retest. But it's got, the shares are like expensive as fuck, bro.
What are you talking about? ASST?
STS, no, STSS. Yeah, they just went up in price.
Yeah,
They were
were
at
cheap.
$48 for 500 shares, and now they're at $67 for 500 shares.
Yeah, they were cheap earlier. I might actually play ASST again on this VWAP. Yeah, they were super cheap this morning, but I'm not surprised it's a low float. So if there's no corruption and manipulation and creating fake shares, there's only 1 million shares in the float. So I'm not surprised that the price is going up, but they were cheap earlier though. Super cheap.
There's
I think I paid like
no shares for ASST. No shares. It's fucking dead, bud.
I might get back in ASST, but you know what? I'm not going to play VWAP. I'm going to play this $6 level. If it gets back to 6, I'll play it. That was my money maker this morning. The only one I've really played.
Yeah, AUUD was like that for me. It's the only thing that I made money on, really. I mean, I made SGBX. I played, and I made decent on it, but yeah, fucking.
I am not in ASST because those were single use locates apparently. So
Really?
yeah. TradeZero, sometimes they'll give you an option if you want single use or regular locates that you can use over and over. But I don't think it asked me that time. Sometimes you just got to settle with whatever's available. So now I'm at break even. Like I said, I'm in at like exactly 13 on STSS. It's really not that great of an entry, but if it flushes here, it'll be a good entry. So I see, Brandon, you said STSS 400 million private placement for Solana. I didn't even see that news. Is that like recent? Oh, here it is. It just came out at 7, right? So this thing pumped before the news came out, bro. This information has been getting leaked like crazy. Yeah, Ordo. So very cautious with this one between the small float, the positive news, but it's flushing a little bit right here. So I'm gonna take a little bit out just so. So I'm only in 100 shares now, to be honest. I basically got out a little bit better than break even. I made like $60 on those other two, and I'm just holding 100 now because again, might be another week where I play light until I see just A+ setups. But tiny float, Solana news, high short interest. Be a little cautious with this one. Good morning, Colin. Good morning. Good morning. Colin, I'm gonna have to figure out how to show you how to share your last 2 months in the Discord, bro. Dude's on like a 30-day win streak or something. It's crazy.
Oh, that's dope.
I'm like, dude, you're automatic, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've never had a 30-day win streak.
OSRH. I went 3 months where I only had 1 loss that last year. And it was right in the middle of it. That's why I said 3 months. Those days are over. I cut losses a lot quicker now. I'm sure there was some recklessness involved. So I see CJ mention OSRH. Good. Yeah, me too, Mike. Like, I'm just like, bro, this is next level, man. OSRH getting a little pop right now. It's trying to flirt with looks like, what was that? After hours highs on Fridays. I'll pull it up. OSRH. Yeah, I'm grabbing some locate. Just lucky, that's all. You get that VIP access. Colin. Just kidding. You're not getting anything from me. I just tell you congratulations. So I'm in OSRH.
Me too.
I wanted it to get a little bit higher to this retest, but I went ahead and got in 1,000 shares. It's pretty light. And then if it gets a little bit higher, I'll go. If it gets about 95, 96, I'll add probably 2,000 shares. So still in STSS light, in OSRH retest light. Yes, Ordo. Discord finally live. So we have 2 tiers. We have the basic tier where you get everything. I mean, everything's included. And then we have a private channel. If people want more of the one-on-one, me break down their charts, have time for us to talk and things like that. So this is what I was waiting for to go heavier. So I'm going to add a little bit more at 95 and 96. Anyways, going back to Discord, yeah, there's basically 2 tiers right now. The basic membership tier, which is all you really need. You know what I mean? It just has all the access to everything, the exclusive live streams, the chats, whatever. But there is a accountability tier too, where we get a little private channel, and you can share your trades, and we can get a little bit more granular with it, and private bi-weekly calls too that we can go over. Tickers, trends, whatever y'all want to talk about. And then with the regular tier, it's just everything else included. And then we'll still have our end of month call and prep call for the following month and all that good stuff. And we had to, there we go. Now I got filled at 96. And we had to tweak some of the channels. So some of the historic stuff is gone, but that's all right. We'll build it back out. We're pretty excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
It already is awesome. I just have to learn how to make the big money like you guys do each morning. It's the same process, bro. Just add a little bit more. You already got the hard part down, consistency. Yeah, the email's going out after. Actually, I might send it during this live call. It's all made. The link's in the description too, but I just wanted to give you all a heads up. Email will go out. I think I have it set to go out at like 8 o'clock today with the invite, but it's in my description as well. I think I said I wasn't going to open it up to the public just yet. Okay, now it's breaking a new, I think technically it broke a new high and got flushed. Lucky got all the way up to 98. So again, this is why I didn't get in too heavy from the beginning, because I had a feeling it might do this.
OPAD.
OPAD. Got to keep my eye on this one though, but OPAD. Offer pad. I don't know. I'm not seeing much.
No.
But anyways, I'm gonna keep my eye on this one because it's trying to break a new high here. But yeah, Joseph, I'll send out the email should be going out at 8, I believe is when I scheduled it. But the link is in the description as well. Like I was saying, I was just going to open it up to the wait list, but might as well just open it up.
OPAD.
Is it trying to predict the future? Because right now it's, oh no, it is running now. Okay, OPAD. It's crazy it called it before the move though. It's not a bad little move here. What's the yearly look like?
Damn.
And yell at me if, oh, OCH, let me take some off the OCRH real quick. It's flushing a little bit. OPAD, what is it? Where's it trying to go? It's already past the 200. It's right here at the pivot. I'm about to get an entry on it. I'm already in 2 other tickers. I hate when I'm in, trying not to do this as much anymore, but this little pivot level, a lot of the stocks have been respecting this pivot. So I'm gonna get a starter entry here. And at 238.
Ooh, good entry. Ooh. OSRH is tanking right now.
Really? I'm not even looking at it. Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Are you still in it?
Yeah, boy. I'm still in 3,000 shares. And OPAD's tanking here. Let's go. Good morning. I'm up 150 bucks on it. So, which isn't bad for me because I've been playing pretty small. Not really sure why, but I've been super comfortable playing this size lately. So I'm going to just stick with it for a little bit longer. Yeah, STS is too, like, I'm green. It's nice when all 3 of your positions are green.
Good way to start the morning, bro.
I know. The trouble with STSS is like, I'm taking profits here, but I don't want to miss the big flush either. Because this has a lot they could give back, you know? So I'd still trim some there. Obviously trim some on OSRH. Trim some with OPAD. But I don't want to trim too much because I think they're going to keep giving back. I don't like looking at 3 tickers at the same time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this last flush on OPAD. I'm completely out. What are you in, bro?
I just got out of AUUD. Only thing I'm in left is OSRH, and I'm just kind of seeing what it does right now. I trimmed on the way down, but I kind of want to see us get back up, and then I want to add.
It's funny because I'm playing light, and last week I played light, and bro, my win rate was crazy, and I didn't take very many losses. So I actually wish I would have played heavier. Kind of same thing this morning, 4 for 4. I'm up about about 700 bucks on the day already, which is crazy. But man, I wish I would have played a little heavier now. But me and you joke about this, bro. I told you I always pick the wrong ones to go heavy in. I'm consistent, but my judgment on which ones to go heavy in is still kind of flawed. So
Right.
just got to dial that in a little bit. Besides the end of the day, Friday fades, those are pretty easy to predict. But pre-market, I always choose the wrong ones to go heavy in for some reason. We almost get we might get another retest here on OSRH. Glad we trimmed. I'm back in it. 3,000 shares.
Oh my goodness.
Well, let's see what it does at $1. Let's see what it does. This is a good spot for it to fail, you know what I mean? But it could rip. I'm seeing some decent sizes on the bid. It's getting ate up though. Yeah, there we go. I'm only in 1,000 shares now. I'm actually going to add up here, recycling my shares. If it gets back up to 99, I'm adding. Because now it has confirmed weakness. You might be like, didn't you just trim those shares? Yeah, I did just trim those shares.
Yeah, that's how you do it though.
Almost at the exact same price, 97.98, but now I'm seeing weakness. So when I was trimming it earlier, it was still a little bullish, but now it's more acknowledging this level, and it still could break $1, and be clear, but I'm seeing a little bit of weakness now. It wasn't a clean break. The things you have to be scared the most of, and we might get it right here.
God damn it.
That move right there, a clean break.
Yeah,
But it still might fail. Yeah, it still might fail, but it's having trouble breaking cleanly, but it might hold this time. Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting out of it. Only in 1,000 shares now. Well, that messed up my P&L a little bit, but not bad. STSS still fading. Sorry, guys.
GBR.
I haven't been looking at the comments much. I will in a second after we see what OSRH is going to do. So actually, again, I'm not like this expert candle reader by any means. I'm like I am so unprofessionally trained, an unorthodox approach, but I see this as pretty good sign though. I mean, it wicked all the way up to $1.08, but it's still not holding. If it's five, y'all hear me talk about it all the time, like waiting for the 5-minute candle to close, and there's still a good chance it closes under $1. And if it closes under $1, I think that's going to be a clear message that it could flush. But if it closes over $1 in the next 15 seconds, I'm definitely getting out of the rest of my shares. But right now I'm feeling good about it. Let's see. EPIX, getting comments about EPIX. EPIX. Starting to curl up.
It closed below $1.
I saw that, so that's a good sign. But again, anything can happen. But if it closes,
For sure.
I think we get a better chance of a flush here.
Even if we just come back down and touch the lows or something. But that looks really good. We have this level of support right here at 98 cents. So if we break this and get a flush down, I think that's going to be a really good sign.
How heavy are you in
it? 5,000 shares.
5,000?
Mm-hmm.
I love how your account's way smaller than mine, but you trade a lot heavier. That's how you grow in it, though.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily intend for. I just trimmed 2,000 though. I was just trying to get my average up, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, 5,000. I mean, that's just a 5K position, but I'm trading a little bit lighter this morning until I get my groove. Or who knows? I might trade this way the whole week. Worked out good last week, so.
Hella.
I still have some runners on STS, and I'm glad this might fade the rest of the morning, to be honest. This is one I'll be playing every pop, though. If it wants to pop back up to VWAP, I'll re-enter too. The only thing I'm in right now is OSRH.
Yeah, that's all I'm in right now as well.
Look at the comments. I just have to learn how to make big money. Oh, we already talked about that. I feel like I bring you up a lot on these live streams, bro, but that's an impressive stat. I mean, consistency is hard to get in this game. So congrats, bro. You signed up. Cool, Joseph. I'm glad you signed up. Ordo OPAD broke through 200 daily SMA. OPAD. Yeah, let's talk about it. It did break through it because it didn't have to go far to approach it. Where's it at now? So yeah, now it's hanging out in that right above it. And the 200 daily usually works better if they have a longer distance to run. So it only had to run a little bit to get to it. But the 200 plays I like is if it starts at $1.35 and let's say the 200's at 240. By the time it gets there, it usually shows a lot of weakness at that level. This was not, it was already trading up here in this level, so I'm not surprised it broke through it, but it's already fallen back down under it now, hasn't it? Yeah, now it's under it. They do not like closing above that level. But we have seen OPAD in the past, though, close above it. So that's something you take note of. I like seeing stocks that have previously struggled to break over it. This one has proven that it can hold over the 200 and actually close. So just something to note when you play them. If they have a history of holding over those levels, there's a greater likelihood that they will do that again. But it seems like we're going to get a flush on this one. All right, now that OSRH is above $1, there's a pivot right at 97 cents. There's, what is this? Is this the 50? I forget which one's the green. I think this is the 50. Is right here at $1.02. So there is a little bit of congestion here.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get past here. I think what's happening is we're just having a battle, and I think shorts are gonna end up taking out because the ask and the bid are just fighting it right now. They're just duking it out. But every time we get up above $1, they just slam it back down.
Yeah, I'm still playing it. I'm only in 2,000 shares, average $1 now.
There we go.
Caps.
The APS is popping. Nice little move on it. I'm getting some locates. The APS. So I went ahead and took a little starter position on it while I pull up the levels. And I'm glad I did. It's flushing now. Now I'm back to where it was. So there's speaking of pivot again, there's one here at 165. What's the news with this one? It's running now. Capstone adds 11 million in revenue with Carolina Stone acquisition, drives immediate. Hold on, I can't see the rest of the
Oh,
Caps.
what's the news on it?
previous acquisition news, I think, though, has completed its acquisition. And this will increase their EBITDA by 5x. But the problem is there's a significant portion of this purchase price paid in non-cash, basically dilution. So in order to fund this deal, it looks like they're going to dilute their shareholders. But of course, that's not going to be in the headline because that doesn't sound good. Probably picking the wrong one to go heavy in, but in this 199 area, I'm about to add some more, and I just did. This acquisition adds 11 million in revenue. So yeah, I'm playing it. what's the? I guess I should look at the float too. I'm trying to do better about that. Usually, if they're moving like this and their price is only $1.92, their float's not going to be that tiny. Ooh, but it's not. That is a little less than 2 million. It's not that big of a float. At least OS money rotation theory, OSRH. We should have just added to that one. One day I'm gonna learn to quit chasing the ones that's moving and just focus on the ones that are getting the attention stole from it. But I guess that day's not today. If it breaks $2, I'm gonna be a little concerned though.
Nah, I don't think we are.
I have no idea, but if we do, I'm just gonna have to start trimming a little. I actually just took some profit at 183. My average was 186, so more just to size down. So now I'm only in 1,000 shares, average $1.86. So I feel a little more comfortable now. I ended up getting up to 2,500 shares. And I'll keep adding at 199. Create a little wall there. I mean, I'm not trading big enough to create a wall. I'm talking about my own little wall.
You're funny, bro.
So if it breaks 2, it's not a big deal. I added at 199, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Small loss on those shares at least. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go heavy with this one on my first entry. This is kind of what I'm trying to do overall as a trader more, is like waiting for the weakness instead of just jumping in blindly to the pop.
Lower highs.
Well, I'll pull it up on the 1 minute. I've been staring at it on the 5 minute. Oh, here we go. I got an exit at one. I should make it 182. It hasn't even gotten to 181. Why would I do that? Should make it at 182. I got some more I'm gonna trim off at 182. I'm out. Or I'm out of 500. Now I'm only at 500 shares. Now it's gonna flush probably. Let's go. All right, I'm completely out now. So now we get I get a better understanding of what this stock looks like. So the $2 level is obviously the key level. So if it gets back up here,
If he gets back up to 2, I'm gonna add.
I'm gonna add heavy at 199. I don't know what's going on outside my house. Like, if I don't know if y'all can hear it, all the horns. And I live downtown Sarasota, which downtown Sarasota is not that crazy, but I live on a little busy road. Somebody's out there losing their mind on their horn. I'll end up missing this flush because I'm completely out of it. Are you still in some shares?
Of course.
Let's go. Bordeaux, that's a good question. I don't really do much with, and that's a TradeZero special thing because a lot of brokers don't allow that. I mean, some do, I think, but the people I've talked to, a lot of the other ones don't. So sometimes, Bordeaux, if I think I'm not going to play it anymore on the day, I'll give my locates back. You usually only get about 10% of what you paid for them. But if the stock does turn into a stock that a lot of people are trying to get shorts for, sometimes I've actually made more money selling them back than I bought them for. But that's a rare occasion because the demand is higher on them. But yeah, if I don't think I'm going to play them again, sometimes I'll do it. But most of the time, I don't even do it at all. Like, I should get back to doing it where I just sell back all my locates at the end of the day or when I'm done with the play because it adds up over time. I'm gonna get another little entry here at VWAP, just light though, because this news actually isn't that bad. People are going to ignore the dilution aspect of this news, I think, where yes, they're going to do that, but in order to get the funding, it looks like a lot of it's going to come from shareholder dilution, which is very common for these type of deals, but the headline looks pretty good, though. The market likes acquisition news for whatever reason. So added at 183. And if it gets up to 199, 198 again, I'm going pretty heavy. And then if it breaks and holds, that's fine. I'll just get out. But if you get your entry close to the top, even if it breaks, it won't hurt as bad. Oh man, that's a strong move up. So I'm back in 3,000 shares. Whew. But I'm in the money now. Oh man, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. One more flush down. I'm gonna just keep playing this 199 level. It might break it eventually. There it is.
Oh man.
So let's see if it holds. I'm going back to the 5 minute to see if it holds over this level. It's gonna be a long 3 minutes, but if it gets over like 210 or something, I'm just going to close. But most of my shares, I'm going to wait to confirm that it's going to hold over this level. Went ahead and trimmed down my size at $2. So I literally lost like a penny, because I got in at $1.99. And that's just my insurance policy. Just getting my share size down a little bit in case it does want to rip. So I'm only in 500 shares now. Man, we should have been playing OSRH. Getting distracted by these runners. I went ahead and closed out of my STSS. It might still fading, but might keep fading. But I had an order at 11:01, so it hit it. Eight o'clock on Monday is usually when we get the most press releases. So I'll probably be looking more into caps at 8 o'clock, looking for another entry for it. But the next 12 minutes, I don't, just in case it breaks a new high, I don't want to be in it. Steven, you there?
Yeah, I went to get up out of my chair and I pressed my off button on my computer and I was like, oh no.
Oh. Yeah, it's just for one trading day. Alex caught the flush, but paid 40 for low kits, like half my profits. Sell them back. They'll give you I'll give you $2 for them. It was funny yesterday. What was it? Friday in pre-market, I played something. I was actually a little annoyed at myself because I was already doing good on the day, and I played something and basically made break even with locates. But when I went to sell the locates back, I paid like $60 for locates. They ended up giving me $45 back for the locates because the demand went up so much. So then, and I only made like $30 on the play, and then I just bailed out because it was like break even. I didn't like how I was setting up. So I was like, dang, I just lost. That was just a wasted $30 on this play. Or, yeah. And then I ended up like plus 15 because they TradeZero gave me $45 back for the locates. That's a rare occasion, but we played the initial pop, so sometimes we get them at the most favorable price, but sometimes they keep going up. Yeah, I'm glad I trimmed down with CAPS. This thing's about to rip.
Yep, it just ripped again.
Yeah, that messed up my P&L a little bit. Oh well, but I wasn't in too heavy, so I just went ahead and cut it. I mean, this is obviously bullish at this point. Breaking new highs. One thing that I find very awkward with TradeZero is they don't have book trader, and with book trader, one can be very quick with entries and exits. But well, yeah, I don't know much about book trader. Actually, I know nothing about it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm out of STSS, but Ordo, look into there's other ways for like fast execution. Maybe it's on Pro or whatever, but I don't know much about it because I use mobile, and everything's slow on mobile.
I'm probably about to get out of here, bro. I'm still in CAPS. I'm gonna hold it because I think it's gonna fade, so I'm not really too worried about it. If I need to, I'll get out of it, but I like the way it looks, so
You like the way it looks?
yeah.
Have a good day at work, bro.
Appreciate it. I'll see you guys later.
All right, see ya.
All right, bye.
Yeah, no, I don't know much about book trader. Don't know much about it, but yeah, like I was saying, I use mobile, so it's the most. It's not the most user friendly, but it's just what I'm used to. I'm hard headed. But yeah, it's definitely not fast at anything. I don't even know if it's optimized for anything, to be honest. AskEdgar, maybe. I mean, it works. It works, and it's by far the best mobile trading app that I've ever had, but it's still a little clunky. Charles Schwab was terrible. IKBR, I think they had one for a little bit. I remember playing it. I like it better than Webull, but I haven't used that many brokers, to be honest. Just a handful. I actually don't really like the way CAP's looking. I think it could bounce off this $2 level. I could be wrong, might flush here, but I'm not really interested in this one until maybe the next 5 minutes if we get some good 8 o'clock news, maybe. But if any of y'all are in it, I hope it flushes for y'all's sake. But I think there's about a 50-50 chance right now that it bounces here. There we go. Because from what I can observe from you, either you're fast or iOS is faster or both. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm fast. I just wherever the price is at, I just execute there. Like I said, I think it's a disadvantage, but it's what I'm used to, so I do it. Do you use Stream Deck? I'm not even sure what that is. Yeah, I don't know what a lot of these terms are. Probably not if I'm unaware of what it is. Four minutes, market opens. Ooh, OSRH is looking more appealing. Might get another entry on this one, honestly. It's shown that it loses interest when other things move, so I'm going to get a little entry here. 99 cents. Added a couple thousand shares. We'll see what it does. Oh, okay. No. Yeah, that's a good call though. That's a very good call because maybe I should I know what you're talking about now. Thanks, Alexandru, for adding some color as well. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. No, I don't use that, but maybe it's something I'll look into in the future. I just don't think y'all will get as good of an experience if y'all see what's on my phone. Because I don't usually have the chart up on my phone. I'm just like looking at the bid and the ask. And I have my order waiting. But turned out to be a pretty good entry at 99 cents. So added a couple thousand shares. I'm up on OSRH, trying to decide. Probably going to hold these since 8 o'clock is in 2 minutes. And I think there's a greater likelihood that this flushes again than gets bullish. So I'm going to hold on to these couple thousand shares. Oh, caps. Good for y'all that's in it. Good job. Good job. Hopefully it flushes here. I did jump out a little bit early, but again, that's kind of how I've been trading this week. And I haven't had big fluctuations in my P&L, and I kind of like it. Not an emotional roller coaster. So I might stick with it. Man, this is a nice flush. It looks like it wants to take another move down here. So as I'm actually going to pay attention to OSRH a little bit because I'm getting the flush I wanted. And now it's about to be 8 o'clock. I want to see if it keeps flushing. So I have an order waiting at 92 cents and 91 cents. See if we get a flush here.
STSS GBR
It's 8 o'clock, so we're going to get a little bit of fake out alerts.
OPAD SMX Duo ARTL.
Did we have all these alerts earlier? It was an active morning. ARTL, that might be a new one since it was the last one it said. No, it's not. So I'm up about 120 bucks on OSRH right now. Sitting at 95 cents. I'm really want to see if it flushes to 92. Oh, here it is. Good, good. Let's see. We're at 93. Get down a little bit farther. Don't bounce here at 92.1 cents. So it hit my 92 cents. Now I'm just seeing if it flushes and hits my 91 cents, and then I'll be out of this one. Anything else moving? ONMD.
HCWB
HCWB. Okay, we got a few movers. I kind of like ONMD better. Someone will pull it up. ONMD. And honestly, going back to what I was saying, I probably should be paying more attention to CAP and OSRH because they're probably going to get the attention stolen from it. I don't like where it's at, though. Like, I wish it would be up here, but let's look at ONMD some. What's it doing? Ooh, man. Oh, we're on the 1 minute. Let's get the 5 minute. Let's see if we got some interesting levels up here. Okay, it's popped to 100 or $1.20 previously. Okay. How are the locates on this one? I want to see it up because it's only up 35%, but I might grab some locates even though it's looking like it's going to flush here. Yeah, locates are cheap. But I'm going to wait. It looks like it's giving it back. I might miss this one, and I'm okay with that.
HCWB
It's starting to look more interesting. Let's go. Okay, now it's moving. We're at $5 now. Okay, I'll get it pulled up. Sorry, I was getting my locates. HCWB. So we're getting to the $5 level. There's some congestion up here. Oh yeah, I'm adding in this area, and then I'll keep doing some DD. So what's the news? Probably some FDA news. Yeah, Ordo, it's going to take a little while to get used to a new broker. That's HCWB. HCWB to showcase its novel second-generation immune checkpoint inhibitor identified as potential gateway to a multi-billion-dollar market. Jesus Christ, they just throw in multi-billion-dollar. Like, y'all ain't gonna make it though. Like HCWB, you're not getting $1 billion off of it. It's still in preclinical stage. It requires full clinical trials. We'll face competition with established players like Merck's Keytruda already has this, and there has been no human trials. So this is trash news. And it's flushing, and your boy's banking. I'm out at VWAP. I was in 1,000 shares, so that was actually a pretty good play. It might keep flushing though, and I'm gonna cry if it does. Ooh, I'm glad I took some profits on OSRH. This back and bullish. So I added a little bit more here at $1.05. And what's going on? I don't even know if I looked this one up. What's the original news with OSRH? Does anybody know why this originally popped in after hours Friday? Like what caused the original pop? I'm looking now, but I don't see it. The latest news was 23 days ago. There was some earnings news. If y'all know, let me know. Dang, I hate you missed it, bro. Gordo. Excuse me. I bet you HCWB flushes here. Yeah. If it's taking this long for it to recover, it's probably going to flush here. What a beautiful play. $5 psychological level. Always hard to break. We pulled it up. There's a lot of congestion in this $5 level. So between here, here, previous pops. If it makes another move up, I'll be interested in it again at this $5 level. Not interested in the VWAP play, but I am interested if it gets up to 5. Bro, I know, Alex. Yeah, it's nice coming out of pre-market with a little bit of a cushion. Because whenever, like, if you're red leaving pre-market, you try to, I know, at least I know myself, I'll try to make it back too quick. Caps, this is interesting. This is probably the VWAP I should have waited for. I played the one earlier, but I'm probably going to play this one. Small, but now since there's other things moving a little bit, it might not be a bad entry. So entered small, VWAP. The only thing I don't like is it's looking like it wants to trend up. I mean, it's still in this like bullish formation. So only added 500 shares. I'll add another 500 at 2 because I think it's going to struggle to hold over 2 now. Like if it would have only came down to like $1.95 VWAP and bounced, I'd be more confident. But I think $2 is going to continue to give us some issues because if you look at the 5-minute, like it's struggling to hold over the $5. So I got 1,000 shares waiting at $1.99. Back in the money on OSRH, but barely. So I would like to see it flush back down. I'll take profits. Probably, I wanted to hold some runners for OSRH, but thesis is slowly dying because I don't know if this is the play to do it with. It keeps fighting back. Like it's struggling to hold over $1, but something tells me this is not the one that's just going to fade all day. So I'm gonna just take profits on it when I can. Then caps is back above 2. Let's see if it holds. I'm actually adding here. Try to get a $2 entry on it. So I'm back in 2,000 shares. So I entered 500 at VWAP. This case it failed. Obviously it didn't. Added 1,500 shares at $1.90 or 1,000 at $1.99, and then I got some at 201. 500 shares at 201. So my average is $1.97 now. Wish I wouldn't have got in on the VWAP test, but that's all right. I can live with $1.97 though. So let's see what it does. Yeah, HCWB was beautiful. Interesting, Alex. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, if it wants to get back to $5, I will definitely play this one again. I might actually just go ahead and have a standing order for it. 4.99 or something, 4.98. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm going to cover a little here at 191. The buyers were there though. So let's see. Man, it's a war at $2 right now. I don't know who wins it, but I think there's still a good chance that it fails here at $2. But I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks above it too. But I'm sticking with my thesis, not bailing yet. Because sometimes when I feel this way, I'll just like make my position size smaller or just get out break even. But I don't want to bail on this one yet. So I'm gonna see if it, because every time it gets above it $2, I mean it hasn't been able to sustain it. But man, it is a war at $2 right now. Don't like this move. I'll go back to the 5-minute. So let's see, in 45 seconds, does it close? Does it stay above $2? If it falls back under $2, I think that's a very, very good sign. but the opposite is true too. If it holds a green candle above 2, be a little bit more concerned. Let's flush this thing the next 2 seconds. Let's see. I went ahead and actually took some profits there at 195. So I'm only in 500 shares. Actually, I'm out. I forgot I had an order at 191. Dang it. Wanted to hold on to it a little bit longer. I forgot I had an order sitting at 191, but can't be mad with profits. Totally forgot that order was waiting there. Who knows? Maybe that was a good move. Let's see. Oh, y'all got to let me know when this thing pops. This is a re-entry on HCWB. Let's see. I might re-enter here in the 490s. So I got some entries, 491. Now I'm going to add some more. Oh, I already have an order wait. Never mind. All right, I'm in my full position again. If it breaks over this wick, I'm going to be very cautious though. Not good. What's the float on this one? I need to look this up. HCWB. Yeah, it's only 1.6 million, so this thing could probably move. And it's only up 50%, so. Keep an eye on it. Oh, really? No, I didn't know that actually. Oh, I see it right here. That's dope. Appreciate it. No, I'm a rookie when it comes to TradingView. Like I said, I'm a mobile trader. Like, it's all still relative. Doing it on computer, still relatively new. Appreciate it. So HCWB, I'm not gonna mess with it too much right now till it decides what it's gonna do. I don't know why I'm on the 3-minute time frame right now, but this is a pretty intense move right here. So let's see if it corrects or if it keeps going up, breaking new highs. But right now, it's not super appealing to me. Man, I missed another retest, didn't I?
BFRI.
Oh no, that's the same one. What was that? BRFI is getting a little pop apparently. Did I get that right? BRFI. BFRI, sorry. BFRI. I'm not really interested. So this level might be a little interesting.
BFRI.
Seems like that's where it's struggling around right now. Is BFRI still running? Okay, well now it looks a little more interesting. So let's pull it up. Oh, it's still only up 20%. I'm gonna let it run a little bit more. I think it might still have a little more in the tank. Yeah, there it goes. What's the news with this one? Announces last patient out in phase 2B study. It didn't say that's results. That's just that they're done with the study, right? Top line results not expected in the Q1 of next year. Phase 3 program discussed with FDA won't begin in Q3 of next year. Was it as, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna play this one. But it's still, why does it say it's only up 20%? It looks like it's up more than that, but I guess that's right. I might get a little filler out on this one because the news I don't think is that great. Unless I'm understanding it wrong. Announces last patient out in phase 2B study. But we don't have results, so I don't think. I don't know. I got a little filler position at $1.24, so just in case it flushes. I actually took, I don't know. I went ahead and took profit at $1.19. I might miss a big move here, but it's still only up 24%. So that's just not, I'm not good at those. So I'm already out, made like 50 bucks. That's all. I'm just going to hold off. I'm going to keep an eye on these other plays I'm in. OSRH. Caps. See if it makes another try at $5 or $2. I don't know if I'm gonna enter it this time, so this will probably be the time it flushes, but actually I am. because these wicks didn't get as high as that one. So kind of how I look at it. So I'm gonna try it one more time, caps, see if it holds over 2. So I'm out of HCWB. So I took this opportunity as a get out, small loss at $5 or at 5. I got out at 5.15. So and I re-entered caps. So now I'm just in CAPS and OSRH. I didn't get the full position I wanted in CAPS because I kind of got to it late, but I'm in 1,000 shares. In OSRH, I'm in 1,000 shares with orders waiting at $1.06. Nice flush on caps, but I was hoping to be a little heavier. This might be the last time I play OSRH though, because it's starting to look a little bullish. I was holding out for another clean flush to VWAP, but it didn't get it. So I have another entry, I think $1.06. Nice. Nice job, Ordo. Played it better than I did. I ended up taking a loss on it. Not bad, but a little loss on it. The first move was nice, but the second move, not so much. Yeah, caps is flushing, but I only got like half of the position I wanted. Dang it. Then didn't get my 106 fill. It hit 106, but I didn't get filled. So missing a few fills this morning. That's definitely affecting my P&L, but it's all right. I'm up 860 on the morning, $860, which kind of been the norm with me playing lighter lately, but I'm content with it. I did break or the HCWB, I ended up losing about $150 on it, so 160, something like that. So the point of it is probably not going to be playing super aggressive here on out. Still holding on to some of I closed 800 shares, literally just holding 200 runners now on CAPS. I was hoping we'd see another little pop on STSS to VWAP, but I haven't seen it yet. Because I think this one just keeps, I mean, it already kind of has though. I mean, it started at what? Yeah, $7, so. I was hoping to see a pop to about 12.50. I would have loved to play that one, but I'm not sure we're going to see it. At least during pre-market. Ooh, HCWB, yeah. I'll probably be avoiding this one. And it has a pretty small flow too. This is setting up to potentially be the runner. Bro, OSRH, I might just get out here. I'm basically break even on, well, I'm a little in the money on it. My average is 101, but it's just not flushing like I was hoping. So I might just, I'm kind of doing risk off right now. I was hoping to get a flush to 101, but I'm gonna get here out at 98 cents. I was hoping to flush to 91 cents, but that's where my order was. But now that's VWAP's already above it. So I just went ahead and got out 98 cents. I'm not super interested in this play anymore. So none of them I'm really that interested in. I've been having pretty good results with, playing a little pre-market. Then if I can sit out market open, that's ideal. Even though I think, was it Friday, I shared some data that showed actually this month I'm not doing too bad for it. But like I've said before, market open, it just takes one play just like halting or going hard against you to jack up your day because there's just so much volatility. So I'm gonna probably sit it out today and then probably come back end of day to see if there's any late day faders that look interesting. And thank y'all for those that were able to hop on the Discord end of day fades. Literally every trade or the ones I was talking about faded. EEIQ, LIMN, and MODV. Almost made a video about it this weekend, but I decided not to. They faded hard Friday, so it was a good live stream. I'm gonna start doing that every Friday in Discord. When I can, but I think it'll be most Fridays. And the end of day fade, it works every day. It just works a little bit better on Fridays. Gordo, looks like HCWB wants to test 100 SMAs. Okay. HCW, I don't have that indicator, but I assume it's somewhere between here. Yeah, they were super nice. The MODV, bro, that one just MODV was like the definition of a Friday fade. We played it at this test, and bro, did it fade. And look what it did in after hours, Alexandria. I know me and you closed. I did hold some till after hours, but I did not hold all the way down. But crazy fade. But they all did. Every one of them we were looking at. It doesn't always go that way, but it did this past Friday. Usually one will try to get bullish, but if you're in like 3 or 4 of them, if 3 of them fade, you're still net positive, but none of them got bullish on us. So this is going to be the only time I don't play the VWAP fade on. Y'all saw me, I traded it this time. I traded it twice, 2 different times. I traded it off VWAP, and I'm not going to do it this time, so it'll probably fade this time off of it, but let's see. I'm going to wait to get up to 2. It's fooled me twice, so I'm just going to wait. Yeah, Alexander, I did keep some for after hours close, but it was just late on a Friday. So I just was like, let's wrap it up. I broke, well, I can't remember what I made. I think it was 3K on Friday. So when I get up to that range, I'm usually just like content, risk off. Don't have to deal with a potential after hours pop. But Friday after hour pops are usually weak though. So even if there is a pop, it usually doesn't sustain. It's just not enough volume in the market. How do you find out the overnight fees on TZ? Go to tools on your dashboard and it'll say overnight calculator. It's really nice, way better than I have IKBR or interactive brokers or whatever the abbreviation is. And it's so hard to find there. I don't know if I have ever found it, to be honest. But this one's just a little calculator. You put in your share account, the ticker, and it'll give you how much it costs overnight. Yeah, HCWB still running. Hope none of y'all are stuck in it. Hey, now it's finally struggling here at VWAP. I want to enter again. I'm going to enter here. So I entered a little bit at VWAP. Every time I do this, it goes back to $2 to test, but it's hanging out at this level for a little bit. Volume looks pretty weak to me. I'm going to try it. But yeah, I think that's the only play I'm in now. Yeah, it's the only play I'm in. Would like to get over $1,000 before end of pre-market, but I'm not going to force it because what's worse than not being over $1,000 is being read by being reckless. So I'm going to be very strategic with the rest of my entries. Nothing I really like that much. So I'm just going to play caps, CAPS. Entered 1,000 shares at $1.90. See if it fades hard here. UIPT. It's got a big float, 35 million. I mean, it is trying to retest that level. It's not a bad, probably not a terrible play. I'm just trying to do a little bit of due diligence on it. The only thing I don't like is it's not up 50%. What's the market cap on this before I get in it? This isn't like a big. 93 million. It meets the criteria. It's on the higher side, but it still meets my criteria. So I won't pass on it, but yeah, it definitely could flush here. Here's Caps doing his thing. If Caps fails to close above VWAP on this candle, I probably will add some more. Yeah, it has a lot. It's a decent amount it can give back. I see a few of y'all have already jumped in the Discord. Excited for y'all. But if y'all have any issues, just realize y'all are the some of the first ones since we made some changes. So if y'all have any issues, please let me know with access, or it looks like something's missing. I tested it out at the member level and I think everything's right, but if something seems off, let me know. And I've been messaging some of y'all in Discord. Obviously, I'm going to stop that soon because as this group grows, there's going to be imposters and things like that, and I won't be able to get away with it. But if all else fails, Instagram messages, I'll respond. And I have my email in the start here or somewhere that you can reach out to as well. But just want to make sure y'all can access me if something's off. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Over here talking about Discord. So that's kind of what I was looking for. So I think there's a good chance CAPS does fade here. But I would like to get a better entry at 2. So I don't want to add too heavy right now. But I don't think this is going to be the runner. I think it's going to be HCWB, obviously. The good thing about it is it's not like making like crazy intense moves up. I mean, it's bullish, and if you're trapped in it, it's hurting right now, but it's kind of slow grinding up now. But I think it could keep going. I want to get back into STSS, but I don't want to do it too early. But yeah, if there's anything y'all want me to look at, let me know. If not, I'm just, the only position I'm in is CAPS, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Seems capped at 580. Maybe, but I wouldn't see it. I wouldn't be surprised if it breaks that though. It'll probably come back to VWAP, or VWAP will catch up with it before it does that. But who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna keep my eye on CAPS. Ordo, I'll look to enter around 6 if it reaches. Yeah, that might not be a bad level, but I'm starting to lose interest in the main runner on the days. You know what I mean? So like if something is continuously showing its bullish like this, like I just lose interest in it. Like this one's more interesting to me because like, could this one get bullish? Yeah, totally. But it's making lower highs. So this one's just more appealing to me right now. Because HCWB is, I mean, it's just a very clear trend right now. QIPT. Yeah, we talked about that one earlier. It's not a bad play, but again, it's only up 28%. So it just doesn't meet my criteria. I'll occasionally enter before 50%, but I'm going to hold off. And it might flush here. It's actually a good chance it's going to flush here, but I'm just going to hold off. Ordo, I agree, you're right. Yeah, and it's not necessarily about being right. It's just kind of, I'm just explaining how I see it. Because again, like if it goes to 6 and it might flush and you make a ton of money on it, you know, who knows? But this trend is making me a little nervous. But caps, CPS doesn't want to give up either. I would really feel good if we could break this low. So the 180, because it's technically making higher lows as well. So I would like to see it break below that 180 for more confidence. Then if it comes back to VWAP or comes back to $2, I'd feel more confident adding to my entries. But yeah. Ordo, and that is also what bothers me most, how to cut losses. Yeah, and I haven't figured it out either, because even with HCWB, you know, this move right here, I was down like $300 or $400 for a second, and then I waited for it to come back and only got out losing only $150, $160. But the problem with doing that is with low floats like this, once it gets up here, it could get up to 6 in seconds, and then waiting is not the right move. You should have just cut it. So, you know, I haven't cracked the code either. If it breaks new highs, sometimes it's just smart to get out, but I like to wait for the 5-minute to close for confirmation. But yeah, it's always the tough part. Yeah, you'll learn more about that approach, but it is a tough thing that we all struggle with. The more I mature as a trader, the more I keep my stops a little bit tighter. I used to keep them very loose, a little too loose. And it worked. It worked a lot. I mean, it worked way more than it didn't work. But when it didn't work, it hurt. Alexandru, you have to get used to that feeling that even after you cut it and it goes down. Yeah, no, I don't. Stuff like that doesn't bother me too much. Like if I cut and then it reverses and I could have held on and made money or got out and not taken a loss, like I don't really have those thoughts anymore, because hindsight's 2020. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. Like I just got to play what the chart's giving me. Because if you get frustrated every time you cut and then it does go down, or you take profit and it keeps going down, you're going to be very frustrated in trading, because that's going to happen all the time. You just got to stick to what your plan is. QIPT, y'all might be, if any of y'all played it, you're getting a little flush here, it looks like. Well, to VWAP at least. Let's see what it does. Yeah, I would really like to see CAPS drop below $1.82 here, and especially below $1.80, and I'll be feeling good. I'm only in 1,000 shares, but if we get a good flush here, It'll be nice. I'm glad I quit playing OSRH because look at it. It's back at it. Yeah, I'm not interested in this one anymore. It technically broke a new high, holding above it now, so it's honoring the 9. It's literally riding the 9 up right now. So the 9 SMA. Ordo, that's a good way to put it, though. Trading is humbling. I like to be right, too. I like to be right. And again, last year, and this is not bragging either, because I'm actually trying to not be this way. But I mean, y'all have seen me share stats. I had a 90% win rate last year, but the emotional roller coaster it took to have a 90% win rate, I think was devastating, because there were many times I was down bad and I should have cut, but I'm good. The problem is I'm good at like managing positions when I get in them. So I'll over manage it. But the problem is if they're going straight up, it doesn't matter how good you are at managing a position. Like if you don't have opportunities to cut, re-add, you're just going to get destroyed. But no, that's a good way to put it, Ordo. I don't like being wrong either, but I think trading has humbled me with that. It's like, it's okay if I'm wrong, just cut, reevaluate. That might have been the STSS pop I was looking for, but I wanted to see a little bit more on it. I might not get in it. Kind of boring right now. And Ordo, going back to your comment, this is the worst trait I have as a trader in life. I don't know if that's a bad trait. It's probably a good trait to have, if you want to be right, and you'll probably do whatever you can to be right. But with trading, you kind of got to accept what the chart's telling you sometimes, Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, that's kind of how I trade too. Y'all hear I'll put like little filler positions in, like a little small position, and then whenever I have more confidence, I'll go heavier, like at $2. If it gets back to $2, I'll go heavier there because it's proved on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, it cannot hold over 2. So my thesis is getting stronger that it is not going to hold over 2. So I'll add heavier here, where I added lighter at VWAP because it fooled me once, fooled me twice. And this third time I'm going to catch it. It just broke the low. So now I would like to see the 5-minute close below that level, but I'm already feeling good at this point. So now I'll keep adding to any VWAP pops. Yeah. And again, Alexander, there's people that teach not to average into a position and only wait for the A+ setup, and that's probably not a bad strategy either. But I like to. But again, I wouldn't have played this VWAP then, and I'm in 1,000 shares up $200 right now on it. If I would have had, I only take one entry because I would have waited for it to get to $2 and I would have missed this move. So all styles, like averaging into a position, has its ups and downs, and so does waiting for the A+ setup have its ups and downs. You'll miss some, but you'll also, even though you'll miss some, your entries will be, you'll probably enter less, but you'll probably have a higher win rate. So that's a pro. So they all have pros and cons. Just got to figure out what works for you. Because a lot of people are like, do not average into a position. And then there's people that do that for my style of like discretionary trading, like I have, I have playbooks, but it's still pretty discretionary. I like to average in and then go hard whenever it hits like a certain level I like. But you'll figure out what works for you. So yeah, as of right now, I'm just holding CAPS. I'll figure out a level I want to take profit on. Maybe it should be here since it's at where it's previously popped out. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna trim. I might trim 500 shares here. Actually, so I trim 500 at 181. So these 500, I'm just gonna see if they fade. See if they fade away. And the Discord email just sent. I have my time way off. I think it sent at 9. So if y'all are waiting for the email, it just went out. Like I said, I added it to the description too. So I see a few of y'all have joined though. I'm excited to have y'all because I've had it closed off for a long time. I'm honestly going to trim the rest of my position here. I think it keeps fading, but this will put me over 1,000 on the morning, so I'm out. Oh, barely. $1,002. thought it was going to be more than that, but that's all right. So pretty good Monday morning. I got to be cautious on Monday mornings because things like to rip on Monday mornings. And I think that's what HCWB and Ordo, you might be right about this 580 level. Let's see what it does. I still, again, I'm still not going to play it right now because I'm going to be pissed off at myself if I take a red position right now. But I like it. I mean, well, I shouldn't say I like it, but I think you could, your thesis could be correct about that 580 level, but I'm not going to test it because the market opens in what, 18 minutes? And I know y'all have heard me say this 1,000 times. Anything can happen at market open. And y'all see me trade it and hold positions to it, but I'm very cautious when I do it because it's kind of ill-advised, I think. VELO is popping a little bit right now, but it's only up 22%. This might be a bigger market cap though, because I'm not familiar with that ticker, and I know most of them. Nope, it's only 77 million. Oh, and they have a collaboration with Raytheon and the U.S. Army. Yeah, I ain't messing with that one. It's pretty good news, so disregard. So yeah, I'm not in anything, nor do I really plan on it. So we'll see if there's another pop or anything interesting in the next couple minutes. But if not, probably going to dip out. Or probably, yeah, dip out a little early before market open because I don't have any plans to play market open. heard a lot of people talking about OPN over the weekend. What's it doing? Oh, it ended up fading. Well, it made a... Is this one of these like first red day setup? No, it's only been bullish for... No. Oh, I did want to look at CGTX. So CGTX. So this one, where's it at today? Wow, it is still pumping. So this one's kind of interesting. I said I wasn't going to play anything at market open, but if you look at the daily on this one, so it's in between these kind of levels. This thing has been on a crazy daily run, and there's a lot of levels I drew up around here. And I think it's still a first red day candidate, even though it had this little move, but I think there's a chance whenever this one goes red, it could flush. So I might keep this one on my radar today, because it's on an insane run and it has some dilution options available. So keep an eye on it. But anyways, I'm probably going to wrap up here. Let me see if y'all have any questions, comments. No sound. Let's see. Yeah, and I typically don't like multi-day runners, but this one's been on a crazy run. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my eye on it for now, but when this one flushes, it's probably gonna flush hard. Yeah, Martin, I know this is probably a tough topic of conversation, but yeah, and it's all red, overall offering risk. See some S8s, some S3s, the shelf. Yeah, there's all kind of dilution for this ticker. But anyways, on that note, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. If it tests this 340 level, I might play around with an entry, but I think there's a good chance this will flush hard at some point. Don't know if it's today, but I am gonna keep my eye on it. But like I said, good morning so far. So not looking to trade pre-market. And for those of you that joined the Discord, I will see y'all there. And for my OGs, if I see anything today, I'll post in the alert section and give commentary in the chat if I see anything interesting. But thank y'all for hopping on. I'm going to cut it short today, and I will see y'all tomorrow.